Steeler fans, I'm a Patriots fan. You already know this. Don't be confused by the black and gold. This shirt is not representing the black and gold. It's representing the goats. Okay? We're all about the goats in Boston. But listen, I feel your pain yesterday. I feel it this morning. This looked like a catch. It was a catch as far as I'm concerned. You guys should have won the game as far as I'm concerned. But the rules say otherwise. But that's not why you lost. This overturned touchdown is not why you lost, okay? And I'm here to break it to you as to why it's not the reason. And not only is this not the reason, even though most of you guys say it's the reason you lost, and for those who ain't saying this is the reason, you're saying Antonio Brown being injured is the reason. But let me just remind you of one thing. I went to the AFC Championship game last year, and I sat next to Rob Gronkowski, who was injured. And let me tell you something. We didn't make excuses. We just won the game. Okay? So Antonio Brown ain't the reason you lost. All right? It ain't no overturned catch. It ain't no missing Antonio Brown or last year missing Le'Veon Bell, as great as they are. And trust me, if Brown played the whole game yesterday and the Steelers won, he's the first wide receiver to win the MVP. Hands down, I wouldn't argue with you. But that ain't the reason you lost. The reason you lost is because after that catch was overturned, you didn't do anything. Let's look at what happened during the 3 minutes that the referees reviewed the play. Ben Roethlisberger, did he do what the GOAT Tom Brady would do? Get over there and talk to his offensive coordinator, come up with a plan in case the play is overturned? No. He sat around waiting for the refs. Waiting for the refs. Is that what you do if you want to be a champion? Wait for the refs? No. You come up with the plan in case the refs do what they always do, which is make a shitty call. Because that's what they always do. They always make shitty calls against every team. I admit it. It was a crummy call. It was the rule, but it was a terrible call. You should have won. But you still had a chance to win. So during that 3 minutes, while you're waiting for the refs to figure it out, and after about 20 seconds, if Jim Nance and Tony Romo can figure out, hey, wait a minute, this is taking a little bit too long to come up with this extra point, something must be going on, they're going to overturn this. If they can figure that out, why can't the Steelers coaching staff and players figure it out? But no, they sat around, not preparing for the 30 seconds they had left to come up with what they're going to do on second down, what they're going to do at third down, and what they're going to do on fourth down. And had they got together, instead of Coach Tomlin, who I also respect and admire, arguing with the refs while Big Ben takes the knee and waits on the refs, they would have come up with a plan. And they would have reminded their quarterback of the most important things that were going on at the game in that moment. We got 3 plays left. Don't turn the ball over. Don't throw the ball in the field. Throw it into the end zone, and if no one's open, throw it over the end zone. Because worst case scenario, we're going to get a field goal and tie this game and go to overtime. And the Patriots defense is completely exhausted because we've had the ball for 36 minutes and they've only had it for 24. Hello? This is obvious. Now listen. Accept it. It stinks. It's unfortunate. You should have probably got the touchdown and you should have won the game on the first play. Whatever that young tight end's name is, who dropped the ball. Well, he didn't drop the ball. But you still could have won the game. And I don't care if the Pats would have won or the Steelers would have won. The best team always wins. And this is the reason why you weren't the best team yesterday. You didn't prepare for what was obviously going to be turned around. What is he looking at? He should be looking at a play chart with the offensive coordinator or the head coach saying, here's what we got to do. Don't screw it up. Worst case scenario, we're getting a field goal on fourth down. All right? Now, you can talk about him blaming the coaches for not spiking the ball, bada, bada, bada. We don't do that in New England, so I don't even know what that's about. You guys figure that out in Pittsburgh. All I'm telling you is you still could have won the game. Now, all that said, don't go into the future. Don't live in the past. As a fan of the greatest franchise of the last 3 decades, and possibly of all time, I'm going to say one thing. The season isn't over. You all going on and on about how now you won't have home field, so you're not going to beat the Patriots, and they stole the Super Bowl from you. Baloney. Baloney. If you're the best team, you will win. You might not get home field, but you have the talent, you have the ability. All you need to do is don't make the dumb mistakes in the crunch time, and you could still win. Who's to say you can't go up to New England and win in the AFC Championship if you're fortunate enough and the Patriots are fortunate enough to get there? Because I'm sure the Jaguars are going to have something to say about it, and the Chiefs, as sloppy as they've been for the last month and a half, they might have something to say about it. Because we don't match up good with the Chiefs. Now we went to the #1 seed and probably going to have to play the Chiefs in the second round, and they got our number. And the Jags got your number. So go figure. Anyway, that's all I'm saying. Stop crying, pick up the pieces, and it's on to next week. Well, you got the Browns next week? Go beat the Browns. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe the Bills upset the Patriots. You get home field back, you stop crying. Play the game till it's over. That's it, I'm done.